Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to give you guys the 3 top must-have items in a fish room. In the comments below right now, leave the top 3 items you think that you absolutely need in a fish room. I'm going to go over the 3 things that I believe you guys should have in your fish room. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first item you'll absolutely need is a centralized air system. So generally, with a fish room, you'll have multiple tanks, and the easiest way to power every tank with a filter is through a sponge and air. So with that said, you'll need a centralized air pump, kind of like what I have up here, and it'll run these PVC pipes along the whole room of, either your garage or your room or your house or wherever you're having it at, and you'll run these air tubes straight into each of the tanks. So that's an absolute must because you need a filter pretty much for every fish tank. The second most important thing I believe you should have in a fish room is some sort of rack system or some sort of shelves to keep your items in. So in my case, I have a U-line metal rack system here that basically comes in different dimensions, different sizes, so you can kind of customize what will fit your garage, because every garage is a little bit different, right? You can get different widths, you can get different lengths, different heights, but basically I have this metal rack system here to hold, pleco caves. It could be anything, right? Medicine, we got fertilizer, we got rocks that I could potentially use in the future, packing supplies, we got food, a bunch of stuff that you can kind of put on a rack. So it's important to have one so you can kind of get organized, you kind of have things situated and placed where you like it. Then on to the last item I think everyone should have in the garage is a shop vac, and not just any shop vac, a wet and dry shop vac. So with a wet and dry shop vac, if you have a spill, a leak, or anything like that, you can pull water into the shop vac and dump it somewhere else. You can also vacuum the floor when it's dirty, because you're going to have probably debris, flakes, gravel, carbon, random stuff that's just going to drop on the floor from your fish tanks or whatever. And this is a absolute must in a fish room. Alright guys, those are the top 3 items that I absolutely must recommend that you have in your fish room. Obviously there's other stuff that I would also recommend, but those 3 items are a bare minimum to have in your fish room. Make sure you guys leave in the comments below what 3 items you absolutely must have in a fish room. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure you guys are subscribed. And always, next time guys, peace.